Hey, Hagmora. Say sister. Sister wa Remani.
Sister money.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hey guys, karibuni sana.
So let me tell you, Curtis, what Curtis has made me do. He's made me remove my jacket. Then he has gone changed. I had to remove the jacket and then wore this thing that I was wearing. Alafu mwana ndani tutashauri alikuwa amevaa the last video. So we know that much. I don't know hata kudanganya nani. But sometimes just go na nasikia baridi sasa. Can I wear my jacket, Curtis?
How much was it?
Huh?
How much was it?
The insights.
The satisfaction you've gotten from doing what you've just done. How much was it?
I felt so good because I didn't want to feel. I can already tell somebody has identified that. You're just here struggling.
Unaogopa kujajiwa online?
I'm feeling cold. I need to wear a jacket. Surely, I don't care what they'll tell me at we are shooting after the other video, so we are wearing. Curtis wants continuity. Curtis continuity is important. Craziest responsibilities ever that we've picked up since we got married. Since we were just university was not that hard.
Let's start from day one.
So I'm just telling Collins how crazy it was.
Okay.
Yeah. University was not that hard. I mean, education is easy. Thesis sometimes is this 2 under 2s.
Metupeleka mbio. Pelekwa speedy. So I remember the first day, we come with the baby home. Remani has not seen the mother for 3 days. Yeah. He also hasn't seen me for 2 days because I come back home late. I leave very early. So for 2 days, Ajatuona, he's just been there with the nanny. So we get home. The boy is very excited. Come.
Enda kwa daddy. Enda kwa dad. Karibu. Hey. Bana mami. Mami nimekuuliza ile yangu yote.
Umeona? Hi. Come see your sister.
Wow.
Hey. Mtoto bwana. 4 kgs. Ona toto. Tumenunua toto.
Toto. Mami amenunua toto.
Toto.
Hey.
Toto.
Toto sleep. Mani sleep toto.
Toto.
Hey. Do you want to know the name of Toto?
Mshike.
Remani, who's this? Sasa unajua mbona mtoto Karamani mtoto mkubwa?
Toto.
Imora.
Ana hak mama.
Oh, hug Toto Imora. Say
Aya, kiss Toto. Kiss Toto.
Kiss Fire.
Aya.
Ana kiss Fire.
Aya, hug Mora.
Hug Imora with your home, Baba.
Ana hak Fire.
Hey, you are gentle.
Ana hak Fire.
Hey. Na mami uja hug mami. Toto, mwana Toto.
Kuna baridi na baridi.
Toto. Chores.
Anaitwa Imora. Say Imora.
Mola. Ana hak Mola.
Hey, hug Mora. Say sister. Sister wa Remani.
Sister money.
Yeah.
Ana hak Mola.
Yes.
Nani?
Yeah, so I think there are negatives and there are positives of having kids that much close. What I noticed with Remani is, Remani was still a baby, so he still wanted that attention from the mom and from the dad. He wasn't used to that place until now there's someone else
who has the attention,
who also needs equal attention.
Yeah.
So what we noticed from Remani is that number one, he was very, very Number one, he was very, very protective of this new baby.
Yes.
You know, he would not want anyone to be, you know, kumshika vibaya. He would just hear the baby crying and he would be so annoyed, like, what's that making that baby cry like that, you know?
Gentle.
Okay.
There are times he would even advise us, Mommy, Mora analia. Then he'll take the milk bottle and ampelekea, you know, like he really wanted to be the ultimate big brother. So at least we saw that responsibility part of him, that big brother part of him, which was really good to see. But I think he regressed a bit.
Yeah, he did.
He regressed. Remani was very sharp. Remani was very intelligent. Remani could count 1 to 20 by the time he was 1
to 15.
15 months.
No,
by
like
the time
1
he
to
was
15.
1 to 15.
1 to 10 he was, by the time he was a year plus, and a few months he could count 1 to 10. So it was very fast.
Yeah. By the time he was 1 year, 6 months, he could count 1 to 20. You know? Kappa, we are shooting a vlog. You cannot be the center of this show.
I don't think he ever counted up to 20.
15. Don't you remember him saying 18?
Oh, yeah.
15. See?
14 is where?
14.
This is 13.
14.
That's 13.
14.
This is 14.
14.
That's 14. 14 is a favorite number.
4.
14.
4.
And then 15? Say 15?
16.
Say 15. Say 15. This is 16. Say 16.
16.
Yes. Then this is 17.
16.
No sweetie, no folding. 17. 17, okay?
16.
That's 15. 18.
16.
You know, so Remani was very smart. He was catching things a lot. ABCs, you know, those videos they watch on YouTube. He would say them, he would sing along. You know, he knew fruits, he knew colors.
Yes,
and this is 1.5 years old. You know, but what I noticed, and this is what happened, when Soila, before Imora was born, Soila really used to spend a lot of time with Remani, just teaching him things, coaching him things. Now I think when Imora came, obviously the attention shifted, you know, and it actually affected his progress. By the time Remani was hitting what, 2 years old,
he had forgotten.
He had forgotten 1 to 20.
Yeah.
He was struggling to get to 10, you know. There are colors he was mixing up, you know, colors that he knew very, very straightforward. He was mixing them up.
He forgot his phonics.
He forgot his phonics and all that. So right now, as we shoot, we are at least he's getting back. He's getting back to that place. But I realized, handling, like when you're handling really young kids, you really have to be dedicated, because a slight change of attention affects the progress of one. You know, so I think that's I'm not regretting. I'm not saying I wish Imora wasn't born this early. I'm not regretting that a lot, because intelligence, that's something you can build up. But it's something we noticed. We noticed that shift in attention affected his progress of learning. The other thing I noticed about him is he became clingy.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Because now he realized, the little time that I get with mom, I better take advantage.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody else there who's taking all the time, you know. And then the disadvantage is that I was in school most of the time. So, you know, my attention is not that much unless we've closed school. Yeah, what did you notice as mom?
Of course, the same things, because we talked about it. But again, it's because of how overwhelmed I was after giving birth. I think my body was just so tired. My wound was taking forever to heal this time around compared to when I gave birth to Remani. I think again it's because I did consecutive childbirths, you know, and then my body was in a place where I was just so tired. If anything, my first 3 months with Imora was really demanding, because I know I was just sleeping a lot. Not even a lot, because I mean you have a newborn, but at any moment if I got free to myself, I just wanted to sleep. And you remember that we have a toddler, you have to give that time to the toddler. So I was very exhausted for my first 3 months, and then Curtis had gone back to work. So even during the day, it's just me and the newborn. And then for me, I don't give newborns to the nanny. I really don't. So I handle everything myself, from washing the bottles, from washing the baby, changing, and all that. I don't know. It's just how particular I am, and I think that's probably either my weakness, that I really do not trust somebody else to do as per my standards when it comes to taking care of the baby. And
I don't think it's weakness. I think it's being responsible.
Yeah. So I
think
really.
it's being responsible. Now, that doesn't mean that if you've allowed your nanny to
There's
handle
nothing
that,
wrong with
that you are irresponsible.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
it.
It's people are different. People are different.
Yeah.
And yeah, despite where I was mentally, because I was really out of it, I still had to pick up some of those responsibilities. Because I remember the only time that I had to myself was at night when Imora was sleeping and everybody else has gone to bed, and that was around 10, 11. So I'd go to, and then you have to shower, so go to the shower and then go sit down and just try and catch up. Not even catch up, just watch something that is not baby related. So do you know how to handle a newborn? So do you know what to get? I just wanted to watch something that is not probably a reality TV, and I didn't have much time. I just had time to watch like a 30-minute clip. And I'm back to bed, go to the kitchen, collect all the bottles and the thermos and everything for formula, and because we supplemented with formula with my babies, both my babies, and then go to the room and I'm out. By the time I'm out, the baby's up in the middle of the night, so there's breastfeeding or there's bottle feeding. And it was just a cycle of repetition. And during the dinner when I'm available to, let's say, take a nap, I have a toddler who needs to come to me and I give attention to him. So there are days that I forego my sleep to go and walk with Remani. Where we used to live, would go outside again and take a proper nice walk. That's how we used to try and bond. And then I'd come back home. So I just tell Anani to watch if Imora gets up, so that I'll be able to come here and then come back to the house, feed the baby, change the diaper if needs be, and the like. So the only person who really helped a lot with the baby was Curtis. And those are the days that he was coming home early before her bath time. You know?
Actually, the first month was crazy because
the
nanny left a week after.
Yeah,
we got the nanny, we had to let her go during that time.
So we were nanny.
So the next one came like 1 month later. So that was the entire December for us. December to when people were resting and having Christmas.
It was.
Hey, yes, you were.
You were on another level.
Handling 2 under 2, so it wasn't really much rest.
Because even when the nanny left now, at least for attention and that parent attachment thingy, Curtis took up a bit of Remani's role, most of the Remani's role, and then I was handling Imora. So you see, both of us were occupied and fatigued, and we still have to eat as parents, you know, and you still have to. And I still remember just trying my best to clean the house, just collect Remani again and toys, just collect toys, put them away, because I also like a tidy place for me. I thrive best if the place is tidy. So there was all that making. I know Curtis made dinner.
I did most of the cooking.
Yes, and cleaning the dishes.
I
couldn't
most of
stand
the kitchen work was mine because you couldn't stand for long.
My back was, I couldn't. My back was.
So I took up most of the kitchen.
I think also the sink was not good in that house. I took most of washing Remani.
Basically anything Remani was mine.
You apart from those moments that I had now too. You're telling me go change his diaper, at least go take him out so that we can bond as a mother and all that as you handle Imora. But it was the most demanding month because she was born on 3rd of December. In that entire month, I'm trying to heal, I'm trying to adjust Remani.
Omicron your So you're also trying to be cautious not to catch this new Omicron.
So you can't even have as much people coming to your house. I remember even McKenna showing up one day to just help because Curtis had to. And then you remember before the nanny came, he had to go back to work and I was left with a newborn and Remani, and I was so afraid of that day. I could not believe.
And those of you who know Remani, Remani is a very energetic boy.
Very active.
Very strong-willed. If he decides he's touching this thing, by the way, he's touching that thing.
And I remember.
So if you're also not nini with him, he's going to.
So that even the nanny was coming, I remember McKenna just came over. McKenna and Ethan, very wonderful friends of ours. They do YouTube channel. Go check McKenna Chibets on YouTube. Amazing vlogs. Go watch them. Chibets. So very wonderful.
It was also tough for Remani because I remember.
I'm telling you a story. Look at how you just portrayed me.
No, I know when you finish a sentence,
I've
you
not
say
finished. No, I've not finished. No.
You didn't say
No, I didn't say So
God have mercy upon us.
So yeah, she came to help, and it was really amazing. I remember when Sam and Jackie came over for December. What was it, first or it was first?
Yeah, that was
As we just needed to have few people in the house to just do grown-up stuff that does not involve children. Kina Taracha and Joe would show up and just come and help us. Kina Eddie would show up, come and help us here and there. It was just our group of friends were really there, popping in and out.
Jack Toon.
Yeah, Kina Jackton. It was just Kina Jackton would bring me bags of shopping with Kina cards. I mean, very wonderful people. So I remember the day Kina Jack Kadzo and Josephine came over to try and hold him more. And then those days she wouldn't be held by anybody. She just did not want to be held by people. And then those are the days that she was like, what is that name? I don't mess out the name of suckling that she would do. Like Rimora would be stuck on my boobs for hours, like 3 hours. Cluster feeding. She was cluster feeding 3 hours. So the entire time Kina Kadzo amekuja kwa nyumba, me I'm just here with Rimora. My work is just to shift the boobs. Now ukimtoa anapiga nduru, so you take her back and she's suckling you, inakuwa empty, you go back. I'm telling you, it was just for me to take a break. That's why she had to take a bottle.
Also, Imora was born with 4 kgs.
Yeah.
Now the thing about heavy kids is that they are very heavy feeders as well. Alright, so that's why she had to constantly be on her boob.
Yeah, she was constantly feeding. Totally different from Remani. But yeah, our first months of adjusting was crazy. I was just coming to be sane when we moved now from that house, and now my baby is like 4 months, the new place, there's just a newness to everything. And I now felt free and relieved, sort of, because now my baby was 4 months. We are getting into a pattern, started sleeping a bit longer, waking up twice or once, and immediately, because now I started seeing that now as we've sleep trained our children. Also for Imora, the moment we saw that she's now starting to sleep for longer, we started sleep training her. Now we don't put her, she used definitely sometimes to sleep on her boobs. She's the one screaming because she's taking a shower, and she refuses to sleep in the afternoon. So when she's full of sleep, she'll scream. Like, she's not crying, she's just chatting. Making noise, just too chatty. So if you see mtoto anapiga manduru, ni Imora, it's just her. And yeah, those are Imoras really. She's also a singer, she's a psalmist. You see, she's even coughing because she screams, she stretches her vocal cords, and then she's like, ah! She's always does that.
She's always does that. Yeah, so for me, I really felt bad for Remani during that December, because
you
remember we had to move him from sleeping in our bedroom to now his own room, because now this newborn is the one who's sleeping in our room. And Remani would wake up in the middle of the night. I think just separation anxiety. Screaming, crying for like a whole hour. Unaenda unambembeleza, ananyamaza, you leave, he cries again. Like,
remember us considering to bring his bed back to our room? Like,
it was tough on him. It was tough on him. Because I think sometimes he would wake up and then he's like, shoot, I'm alone in this room.
Yeah.
So he did that for like a whole month. And Remani has lungs.
Yeah.
So he would cry, Jack calls it crying bloody murder.
Yeah.
He would cry his entire voice hoarse, And it was just really hard for him
to adjust to that level.
Yeah.
But he adjusted, because I remember when moving to this house, again,
he adjusted also.
I was like thinking again, okay, the guy has just learned from, there's a newborn in the house. I don't get all the attention that I was getting. I was moved from, and then there's somebody now sleeping in my crib, where he used to sleep. And then now we got a new nanny, and then now this is a new house.
He was adjusting on so many levels. New nanny, new house, new sibling,
new room. Just too much.
He's also having his own developmental changes.
So, like literally, he's not. He was just going through the most. And yes, I felt the mom guilt, but now I have been working towards just ensuring that he comes back to where he was, and even better. Yeah. And even our relationship right now is much better. Mom and son relationship is really thriving. I think it's thriving. And now he's part of Imora. He holds her, wants to like, let me tell you the number of times we found him spoiling formula. As we are doing other things in the office,
he's quiet in the bedroom.
And ukijua Remani yako quiet to do something is happening. Mischief. So this day he comes back to mommy, see, and the guy full of powder, eating, licking, na sura yake imejaa tu. And I'm like, do you guys know how much formula is? Guy, I was so shocked. And that's not the first time he's done it. Again, the other day I just found a bottle full of thick formula and little bottles. Like, so you see, he wants to, because he sees mom preparing, so he wants to be part of baby. So yeah, he's now started being part of Imora's life, playing with her, talking to her, holding her, and yeah, now to doing trips together.
I remember the first weeks. So he would see us, for example, he would see Soila or me doing Imora's hair like this. You know how you pet a kid?
Yeah.
So Remani watches and is like, oh, I want to do that. So he comes. So he doesn't understand intensity.
Don't spoil my headband.
So he comes and does this to Imora. So Imora is there, an infant, wondering what's going on here.
So you have to teach the boy gentility, you know, how to be gentle with the baby. But yeah, that was definitely our experience. 2 under 2, demanding, crazy. Like proper crazy. Me, I was losing my mind, depression. I know even us, we had forgotten about ourselves for a moment there. Because the focus was these children. And then now when we got to a point of like, honestly, Cassius, I don't think we even know who we are anymore. So we now had started again to try and think. When now Imora was a bit big enough to be left kidogo. Now, I introduced my newborn to nannies kidogo. First of all is you need to know how to take a kidogo, go bask. And nikisikia tu let me tell you, that's me when a newborn. I'm like, you don't know how to handle her when she's crying. Let me just take her. I don't want her to cry as much. That is me. I think I just want to be. I'm that Hawkeye mom. Helicopter mom. And I know it's not as good. Other cat is he's experienced a bit of that, and we've begun that because of that. When he's watching me, I'm there in the living room. In the bedroom. Yes, maybe you're not wiping her. You know, she's a girl, you wipe her differently and all that. I just want to ensure that. Yes.
I'm like, it's not my first child. You know?
But yeah, but it was really demanding. I cannot say that it was easy. It was not easy at all. At all. Particularly if your husband you don't have maternity leave.
Yeah, paternity.
Maternity leave. It was I was actually considering therapy. I just didn't get there. But if I had that opportunity, I would have done therapy because I just needed to understand what in God's word.
Yeah, so
happening.
if you know any new mom, especially the first 3 months, please just offer yourself to help.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't assume the husband is available.
No. Even the husband is saying to understand. No.
Just offer to help.
Yeah.
Just offer to help. Unless they tell you, because
yeah. And sometimes they tell you,
sometimes they'll say because that's what people say. They'll say they are okay when they are not.
And I know my also time was very tough because the people who are living around us all had newborns.
Yeah.
So there was really no one to come.
Or not newborns, but they have more than 1 kid.
Yes.
So their hands are also full. They are working.
Exactly.
You know,
it was just too much to handle, but we survived. I'm like, if that thing did not take me down, nothing will take me down, please. But motherhood, I'm nothing. It's how she slept. Like she slept. I wish it was your phone. We record and show the people how she slept. Sure.
This is how you sleep when you're not paying rent.
We are shooting a video. She's completely
stress free kabisa.
She's asleep, eh?
Amelala.
Makeup.
Kappa.
Oh yes.
Okay, it's okay. Go back to bed. Okay, go back to couch. Go back to couch.
So that's how Kappa is sleeping.
But just stay tuned, please. Instagram and any Apple. And also subscribe here for those of you who are coming here to eat for free. This is not that kind of a restaurant.
Subscribe.
All right, subscribe.
Subscribe is your fee.
That's how you pay
yes.
to be on
to enjoy our
to
content.
be on this platform. So subscribe and
see you
guys. It's your turn. Go put your hand on the lens.
Hey.